Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another week of Revolution Esports. We are here on the 6 weeks with another Grandmaster game. We have Turbulence and Electric. I've already forgotten their name. Electric Warriors. Both games were canceled, but we didn't want to buy games, so we just asked the teams if they wanted to play together, and they said yes. So you're in a luck. All the sports are canceled. You have nothing to do with COVID-19 around the corner. You're stuck in your house, locked in because your neighbor's gone crazy and bought all the toilet paper out. So what better do you have to do than sit down in Revolution Esports and watch a few matches with us? Now, the ban pools today are going to be Soldier, Sombra, Winston, and Lucio, so there won't be that much dive, but to be honest, the dive meta really won't be that much of a thing with Mei not being banned. With the first fight coming in, we see a Reinhardt and a Mei taking up the front line. We do see extremely different comps right now. Both Meis, both Meis, both Divas, but an Orisa on one side with Turbulence coming in, playing a little bit more aggressive, and Team Electric Warriors playing a little bit more submissive right now. They're having a little bit of a hard time taking the point. With the rotation on the point, it's gonna be start of the second phase of the fight is where I like to call it. The fight's still continuing. You can see Blastoise alone getting split off by the rest of the team, getting picked off, Lost getting frozen, and that team fight ending right there. As Baptiste's lamp is going to go down, leaving Blob all out there, and that is going to be the end of the first fight. 2% on the side of Turbulence, and with a really nice stagger onto Bogomly and a pause right there. I think it was both games were canceled, but we didn't happen maybe. Yeah, I can't see. Just a pause. Probably some a few problems on the side of not the producer, but maybe some players getting bad connection. Let's have a little bit more in depth about what happened right there. So the fight was seemingly even. There were a few trades off. I was worried because Yuyo did fall victim down to playing a little bit overly aggressive. Now, as a caster and as a player, I tend to enjoy more overly aggressive play styles. Once you get your foot down, it tends to start snowballing from there. So seeing Yo-Yo sort of fall down, sort of wasn't the best thing to see happen. But I think what happened was Blastoise wasn't exactly with the team. He was sort of a little bit off the side, which isn't a bad thing. It was just a few millimeters, but I think with some overly aggressive plays from what I would say not a Sicilian like play for Electric Warriors, but more of a not submissive, but just playing it safe style. And I think a few of the players decided to go a little bit aggressive right there, which lost them their foothold, allowing for Yuyo to come back in and then take the point. So that's what I think happened right there. Actually, that is what happened right there as we're waiting for the something to happen. What's the problem right now? Seems like we're not sure. There's just a pause. So anyway, while I have complete and utter control and I'm only bounded by a few things, let me just say a word to our sponsor. Water with lemon in it. It's very good. It's better than normal water. Maybe not as healthy. Some might say it's not as good, but it's definitely better than soda. And for that, I definitely commend it. You should totally get it. Use my referral code for lemon water. By going to your local grocery store and saying, "Hey, can I have this lemon?" They might give it to you. You don't know. It was a few millimeters, but I think with some overly aggressive plays. Continuing to go onto a different tangent at this point. I don't think dive will be that prevalent right now. There's Mei. There's also Sombra, which I think has turned into sort of an anti-dive, but I haven't seen a lot of the meta lately, so Sombra's role might have changed. But there's no Winston. But there's no Winston. There's no Lucio. So right now, I don't expect to see. There might be a little bit. Maybe like a diva might hop in there to get something out, but it's not as bad as I feel like the open comp is right now. They have both Anna and Baptiste banned, which ooh man, that's gotta hurt. That's a lot of heals just out of there. We have to figure a way to play around that. What do you think about the addition of bans? How do you think that they affect things? Mm. It seems like the packet losses are done. We're back into the game. Now, I want you to take a seat and look at how aggressive we're seeing Torbjorn's play here. That's amazing. Blob goes in the back line, starts hitting up some shots. He does have a Discord on him, but that really doesn't matter as Lost is going to get Skarm. Now they have a little bit less defense. Lance goes up, Blob goes in, tries to get a few punches off. Look at how he disconnects the two teams. Pushes them away from each other, forces them to go, and again, another pause as Boggling just having a lot of trouble with the packet loss. You can also see that the May tried to try to do a little sneak right there, maybe try to take out Frenok or perhaps Avery, but that's not gonna happen. As you can see, Blob is ready to take out Mori just right now. As God, that packet loss must be so bad. I wonder if that's why they couldn't play. They couldn't push up too hard because they're scared that Boggly might maybe disconnect. We'll see what happens. Do they have a sub if he can't continue playing? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, back on to what's happening. You see in the very far there, May has respawned walking what I like to call the walk of shame. Everyone else is there having fun. You're the only one who's just walking. I know it feels bad, but it's not that bad. Frenak is showing her ability to do levitation as well as Avery over there hovering. I think Blob is also hovering as Mori is hoping that this game of freeze tag will end soon as Blob is just eyeing her down. Seems like we are gonna get a was that a sub? Yeah, maybe is Vegas supposed to be the sub? We'll see. Not too much knows what's happening here, but that's fine. I guess as long as the two teams agree upon a sub, I think it should be fine. They just I see the problem now. That's a lot of ping. One, one, two, three, four, five, six. 149,394,895 ping. That's a lot of ping. Anyway, we're just waiting for something to happen right now. It doesn't matter if Bog comes back or if I cannot remember his name. Vega is gonna be the new off tank player. In this first match, I don't think it really matters. We have a huge ult advantage on the side of Turbulence right now, 69% to Tactical Nuke right over here. They already have a few picks. You know that Mori's going to go down. They do have their wall, not an ice wall, but they do have their amp wall from Baptiste. Just don't think Electric Warrior is going to have too much fun with this fight. I think that it's going to snowball with the two disconnects, right? They're not going to have the alt charge that they were possibly going to get from Diva. I don't remember how much they lost on the first one, but that first fight lasted quite a while, and I would assume that Bog got quite a bit of alt charge there soon, alt charge in that first fight. So I would be pretty angry at myself if I were to lose just a smidge of alt charge because of bad ping and a disconnect. But it happens to everyone. Although with loss on on the beginning of this fight, you did see Lost get a really nice pick off onto Skarm. Actually, now I think about it, I think that might be Skarm walking back. Uh, I think it might be Skarm walking back right now. I don't think May's actually dead. Still no clue. I think Bog is gonna try to rejoin the game, if twice, asking for perhaps a restart right now, but we'll see. Yep, okay, we are getting a restart. So these first few, you know, sad moments are completely deleted. They did not happen. Map restart, everything's fine, guys. As long as Bog has good internet at this point, I feel really sad that Bog had to be stuck in a McDonald's at this moment. Everyone, give out your free hotspots to Bog for just a while. Hopefully, Bog can recuperate his losses or their losses and just see what the plan is going to be. Counting down, I'm expecting the same teams. Not like mirror finishes, but I'm just expecting them to pick the same teams. Unless maybe. You never know. 20 seconds and you can never tell. Just going in. I'm hoping that Bastion is true. Oh, I'm hoping that Bastion is a saint. Please play Bastion. You'll win in my heart. It doesn't matter if you lose the game. You will win in my heart. As Lost goes over, yep, Blob is probably going to switch over to... Is he playing Symmetra? No, he's not. Okay. So I'm going to expect the same thing. Not an overly submissive play, but playing it safe on the side as Torbjorn goes in for an extremely aggressive play. Instead of hoping to hold the high ground there, they're going straight step by great grab by Orisa, but the anti comes out. It's absolutely huge. Wall comes out to try to stop it, but there's nothing to stop it right now. Lamp does come out, try to get an Immortality Spray. Blastoise, Bog, both going to be getting a pick off there as they freeze Avery, allowing them to D-mech, and that is going to be Electric Warriors actually getting the pull-up onto this first fight, allowing them to get the first, or allowing them to capture the point first, which is absolutely huge. I think that right there, Turbulence played a little bit too aggressive. They popped their first wall. They shouldn't have brought it down. And then the second wall came up. That was a perfect wall by Mori. Cut off the team perfectly. I think that's a 50-50 split that everyone in the world wants when they play Mei. Lost already has High Noon. The only thing that would be better is Lost getting high ground right now. But you don't need to prioritize that right now. Nano comes out, Wall comes out, immediately falls down. Isol really needs to think about where he's bringing down his wall as Skarm comes in, walks in, takes out the tank and the main support. Going in there, a huge nuke by Bog right there, allowing them to continue the point, even though Skarm got a really nice pick off right there. We do see Blob trying to get a few picks off, hoping to get some contention, but nothing's happening right there as Electric Warriors is going to continue to hold down the fort right here. Great play by Electric Warriors. They are doing an absolutely amazing job coming in for the revamp. Happy that Bog was able to get the internet back into such... Whatever the problem was, it's been condensed, it's been fixed, and now they're on their T, holding on to 54% as we do see Turbulence come into the high ground. Yui hoping to get some shield action right now, but the Mei spray is going to stop him. The Blizzard comes out, gets 2 players off there. Is Fernock going to fall down? Yes, he is. Essel's next in the light of Blastoise, and that is going to be 70%. Electric Warriors is holding this hard. We do see Turbulence, they try to pull off whatever they possibly can. Avery gets a few picks off right there, going in for Blastoise. We do see the rally up come in, and that finally, it seems like we're going to see it. Turbulence gets their foothold on the climbing wall, 85% though. That's absolutely huge. Really, Electric Warrior just needs to win 2 fights, realistically, to win the rest of this round. Now, I have seen Lost get a pick right here before, so let's see how he plays this again. Hoping to go in from the shield of Blastoise or Bogly right there. Amazing wall. Perfect 50-50 right there, but it seems like they're not going to be able to get anything off as they focus down that one pillar perfectly. Opening for Mori to get a really nice wall to save up the rest of his friends right there. A huge ult advantage from the side of Turbulence right there. But they're not going to even need to use it as Blob and Essel get 2 picks off right there, allowing the fight to continue 30%. Now, this is the difference as well, right? When Turbulence won the fight, they push up as far as they possibly can. Every inch matters, right? when Electric Warriors won, they stayed on the point, which I think doesn't really help that much. What you're seeing Turbulence do right now is absolutely amazing, and they read it too. They don't hear any more noise, so they go in. The wall comes up. Mori tries to stop. That's gonna be I Mighty down. Great shatter coming. Great shatter coming from Yuyo right there as the rest of the fight continues. Avery coming in with a few more picks, and that is going to be Turbulence winning another fight. Electric Warriors needs to figure something out, or they're just not going to be able to pull this through anymore. As the stagger's coming in, a really nice stagger too, trying to save your diva, but sadly it's not going to work out. 85% again. Let's see what Electric Warriors does. They're going for the flank again once more. This didn't work out for them the first time, but maybe it will the second time. All that they're really hoping to do is get a really good wall off, allowing themselves to do it, but once again trapped in the crossfire. Both supports are going to fall down. They do get the lamp out, but that's really not going to matter. Yuyo's nano boosted. It's overtime already. They are going to get the cap, but it doesn't matter. A cap doesn't matter when your entire team's already done for. Great pick by Skarm right there, as Bog is the only one left, getting fled down by the entire team. 99% overtime's counted down. High Noon's been popped. Everything's gone down. Great boop, and that is going to be the first round going to Turbulence. Really close though. I think it is also important to notice that there have been a few, that these two teams, Turbulence and Electric Warriors, they have scrimmed together before, and it has been extremely even for every single scrim that they've done, but there have been a few changes to the roster, more notably on the side of Electric Warriors. So we are expecting a really nice, even 50-50 game. I'm hoping that this has to go to a tie break, last second, last point, 99% on both sides. That's what I'm personally hoping, but you never know. With this new roster, it could be a sweep for either one of them. As we're seeing, same-ish styles of plays. Both players are also playing Symmetra, Lost, and Blob. Both have the same idea. They will all want to teleport, but oh, what a great wall on the side of Turbulence. I swear that split second makes all the difference, as they already have their turrets up. No picks, but it's sort of an impenetrable wall now for the side of Electric Warriors. As they're trying to take down these turrets, the teleports are right here. Turbulence is going to get the first point. As the fight continues on, we do see a few picks up on both sides. Both teams are trying to push their way, trying to just like brute force it. But with Turbulence, they're already set up on the point. They're already holding pretty steady. It's going to be pretty hard for Electric Warriors to get in without doing some different movements. And at this point, I really haven't seen, when you're down, that I think Lost might need to change. I've never seen a Symmetra pull this off when they're already set up on point, but we'll see again. Great halt, so right there, pulling everyone into one spot. I think that was almost 50% of the team. Continuing, we do have a little amplifier block right over there. Ready to get that big damage off. The lamp came up there. Great telly onto point. Both ults come out as well as the fight continues. We are also going to see Blob pop his ult, Blizzard, and all the fireworks are being popped out right now. Great plays by both sides. But Turbulence is going to come up. I think their wall came in just a smidge sooner. They also popped the Blizzard. So if you look at it right now, the ult advantage does go to Electric Warrior. They didn't pop as many ults as we did see on the side of Turbulence. That doesn't matter. Hopefully these three ults allow them to get their footing back in this next fight, as we will watch this next fight go. And I think they're going to go in with the same idea. Put a telly on the point, go straight on the point. There comes the telly right there. People are using it. No one's actually using it. They're just going to walk in, hopefully maybe using that wall. But Mori's going to pop. Oh, great two freezes by Mori. Taking out Blob and Frennick right there. 82%. It doesn't matter. Great plays. I think that wasn't a telly. I think the Mage just walked in and just decimated Turbulence. But 90% is still a lot. Don't get me wrong. 90% is still a lot to do. It's still a lot to beat. Sorry, 94%. As we go into this. Now, the other team setup. Now, we see Electric Warrior setup. and maybe Turbulence just won't be able to pull it off like Electric Warrior did. Maybe that they're better at setting up the first time, a little bit faster. Let's hope for another good push right here. Teleport doesn't come out on the side of Blob. Looking for a better angle right now. We are seeing the little Symmetra orbs be shot into. It's really a stalemate right now, I'd say. Turbulence, they're waiting for a few members of their team to get ready, maybe acting out a battle plan right now, hoping for Blob to go in there. And there comes a halt in, pulling them in no matter what they want to do. Teleporters in, they're all trying to go to it, waiting for the right time to use it. We do see Lamp come out. Sorry, but Moths are to a Lamp right now. They're going to stay right in that position. They're really just trying to peek right now, hoping to get a little bit of damage out. 50% right there. Turbulence has 2 kills. They're going to go in now. We do see the Symmetro shield come up, split the map in half as the supports, everyone's going to rain down, doing a lot of damage, and that's going to allow them to take the point. 60% really doesn't matter. This mate can live on for like, what, 5 more seconds, and then it's going to be over 94% and captured. And I just don't think Electric Warrior really can really do anything. That's going to be the first map of the series right now. Actually, with a nice ult and a nice telly in, the fight will continue on for just a smidge bit longer. But right now, in all honesty, Turbulence, they're set up, they're holding down. Brennick got 2 kills right there, and that is going to be the first map of the series going to Turbulence. Great job by both sides, though. We're just watching some of the normalcies come out here as the stalls come out. Really, the map is already over, and that is going to be the first map of the series. Great plays by both sides. As much as I like that game, I sort of want Brig to be banned as well. I'm sort of sick of Brig. They just need to. I feel like the banning was implemented pretty good. I sort of wanted more of a League of Legends style when it came to the banning. I wanted player pick bans, but then I guess that would have led to the same old meta. I wonder if they have any like ways to get. They probably do have. It's probably not a dice. I think I just missed it when they said how they go about banning players. Great game. Sorry, great first map. First map does go to Turbulence, so a smidge of an advantage right there. You never know what's going through the team's heads at this point. Electric Warrior, that might have been poking the bear with a stick, or that might have been the last of their morale to just fall off the string. You can never tell. Normally, when a game is this close and it comes down, it really helps the fuel for the next game. But I've also seen times where it was a smidge close and they couldn't grab on and they just had trouble with the rest of the game. But hopefully that's not like this. Let's hope to see Electric Warrior bounce back and to get I'm hoping for that tiebreaker. I'm really hoping to go for that tiebreaker. It would really show a lot of color on both these sides' teams to see how they can push out to the very end. As we're going up to the next map, is it a map pool that we're going on? I think you sent me this, or is it a loser pick? Just waiting for the next map to be queued up, and then we will start the next round of the series. Seems like we got a Mori lover in chat, really hyping up. Really love Muzokai. Really loves his Mori. We also got cannot pronounce your name, cool dude, but seems we also got some blob lovers in the chat. Let's just see where this takes us right now. Second map is going to be Hollywood. A really nice. I think my favorite part about Hollywood is the fact that it doesn't matter. Hollywood is probably one of my favorite maps to play when I just want to chill. I think it's also the map that I was playing Ana. It was before they implemented only one of a hero. There was like 5 Anas, 1 Zarya. I think that implemented it. It's one of my favorite maps. We ended up losing that map so badly, but it was a very fun. Spam this story to help Mori. No. Welcome to Twitch chat. Running up for the next game. We are seeing. I don't really know what I'm going to expect out of the either teams. I know that we're not going to see Winston. We're not going to see Soldier. We're not going to see Lucio. I think Lucio being banned is actually going to affect things pretty greatly. You don't have that. You don't have that boost at the beginning of the game. You don't really have anything to help you out there that you normally have. You could either you might be able to hop in there as Winston, but oh, Winston's banned. You might be sorry, no, you can't run. Soldier's banned. Oh, maybe you can use a speed boost that Sombra gets when hey, no. Sombra's banned as well. Anyway, maybe expecting a Pharah, but you never know what these teams have prepared. I've seen people play Bastion here and completely squash teams. But we'll just have to sit back, relax, and see what these two teams played or are going to play. I do expect Orisa. I do expect maybe an Ana. I thought Ana was banned for some reason. I know she's not. Attack. Probably double sniper. That's probably what they're going to be running anyways. So let's just see where this is going to go out right now. Defense is running a Sigma, which I think is pretty nice. The double shield, I don't think works as well as it used to, but it still is pretty good, as well as with Blob on. McCree, I think that gives them some really good potential to do a lot of high damage. You're going to see not double snipers, but we are going to be seeing the brothers up in this next fight. I would have liked to see a Pharah, but I guess with the hit scan, we won't be seeing much of it. Mercy is going to get discorded, so Tripula isn't going to have that much fun with this first fight right now. Skarm getting Bog out of his mech for this first part right here. Actually going to be really big. You no longer have that defense matrix. You don't really have anything that you could do to support your team. You're sort of just you're not dead. Actually, Bog is dead. But when you're out of your mech, you're not dead, but you're definitely dead to your team at that point, really only hoping to do a few damage. But then again, in this game, heroes never die with this new patch, or actually old patch now. I think this Mercy rework has been live for quite a while. It feels like yesterday that they allowed Mercy to res with just an ability. God, that feels like so not long ago, but probably like months at this point, maybe even a year. I'm the worst at keeping track of time, so I couldn't tell you at all. As the rest of this fight comes into fruition, we do see the next little dive right there. Genji goes up, but Demon's not able to pull. Oh, what a huge nano anti right there. Really big, but the lamp comes out. No one's gonna die right there. Look out, Team Turbulence sort of sits off on the side, hoping for this. Nano Blade comes in, Hulk comes in, everything's coming in. Mori gets 2 picks off right there on Yuyo and Skarm, and that is going to be the first fight. With 2 kills that early in on the fight. Doesn't matter that you guys are hiding in there right now with your little transcendence beams, but no amount of healing will save you from the Nano Blade and Mori's devilish delight for blood from the other team at all. We do see Mei chasing down Bog right now, but it's a two-lane street, Mei. If you can chase down Bog, the Bog can chase down you as the rest of this fight comes into fruition. That is going to be the first point captured by, I think red right now is Turbulence. Yes, that is going to be the first one by Turbulence. What's Bog on? No, that's going to be the first point won by Electric Warrior. There we go. I think the names need to be switched, by the way. Anyway, continuing on to this next point. This is sort of a choke. I normally see a lot of snipers on here, but with Lost, I think that's the only sniper that you truly ever need in this situation. They're going to be pushing up. Electric Warriors pushing the point pretty soundly. Normally, the rest of the team will push up, and that's what we're seeing, but you only have Lucio on point. Lucio ban, that's not really an option right now, so they're trying to make do with whatever they possibly can. As we do see, Turbulence has a great play with the Sigma right there, and they pull it back all the way. Great recap. Not a recap, but just being able to take out all of Electric Warrior right there was absolutely a great job. Blastoise falling a little low right there. but nothing too much to worry about, as we do see. I'd say this is the signature for Torvalds at this point. As soon as they win a fight, they play extremely aggressive, and you have to love it. It's an amazing, in my opinion, an amazing way to play, and works out a lot of times. Nanoblade coming off on the side of of Electric Warrior right there, getting 3 picks. Absolutely great play. Mercy going in, trying to help someone else out, but Blob's already taken out Mori as the fight continues down. But with 3 of your teammates are taken out, those last few people are going to fall down, as Turbulence does learn the hard way, and Electric Warrior will be pushing for just a little bit longer, if not the rest of the direction. Turbulence really needs to figure out a way to start holding this point a little bit stronger. They have really fallen through on Electric Warrior. Electric Warrior having trouble on the first map of the series now. It seems this has switched, as Turbulence is having trouble stopping what I would consider not a steamroll, but a pretty powerful continuous pushes from Electric Warrior. Transcendence comes in, but the Dragon is also going to try to split up the team right there as they come in, and they're trying to do damage. Blob gets a pick off, but he's going to get picked off by Lost, as well as this sniper just comes up right behind him. In my opinion, take a look at, you know, Mori in the situation. Mori's trying to play high ground right now. He's bobbing up and down, looking for just a few picks right now. Gets up Skarm right there. Now he's on high ground. I think he has High Noon right now, looking to pop it. But Avery says, nope, I'm not going to let you. Going in for that defensive matrix, but he's down. Now it comes out. But Mori's frozen by Isol. Coming in there, great play. But Heroes never die in this meta, allowing for the res to come out, and Yo-Yo all alone in the high ground. They know where he is. Yo-Yo, you just can't stop it already. Might as well just fall down right there. You do see a push from Turbulence to try to stop it, but that was just ult fodder right there. That was giving them some nice, delicious free ult charge right there, as we now see an aggressive play style from Electric Warrior, as they're slowly stepping up. Look at this. They're no longer sitting on the cart. They're pushing up a little bit further, just inch by inch. The more ground they have, if they lose a fight, that means that they have more room to back up, where if they take the fight to a point, they have to stay there. Halt comes out. Everything's coming out. Blastoise's shield is down. Mori takes out Blob. It's a huge advantage for them. They're coming in. Look at how Mori comes in from the backline behind the shield, trying to do some damage. Tactical comes in on the backside. Takes out Blastoise. You no longer have that defense as Electric Warrior. As the rest of this fight continues to come into fruition, Bongos comes out. Turbulence is now playing on the aggressive side, hoping to get a few picks off right there. Freezes come out, Lost is down, and that is going to be Turbulence putting their foothold down right there. They aren't going to give up right here, and they're going to continue the fight, continue every little bit that they could possibly push. Skarm taking them out one by one, as we do see a nice little recap, a nice little revamp. They're not going to get pushed around by Electric Warrior, but Electric Warrior are not done giving up. 1 minute and 30 seconds, and they are committed to taking this all the way. Lamp's gone, but guess what? You should watch out for the main, because now there's a blizzard coming there right for you. Avery takes down Mori. Blob takes down Blastoise as the rest of this fight comes into fruition. We're seeing once again Electric Warriors. They're really good. They've had such a nice time pushing, but now they're at probably the most difficult part of this map, right? The first point, second point, easy, right? This point, this specific turn is such a choke point. A lot of teams have trouble going through it. Not to say that if they can't make it through, they're bad, but oh, assisting right there with Mori's High Noon. Great play, but we do have the enhanced wall. The beautiful damage upgrade that you've ever seen as Isol takes down the Lamp. Sorry, boy, but no moths are going to be coming in there for you right now. We do see an ult advantage on the side of Turbulence. Blob Isol going to be getting a few picks, as I'm saying the fight's dying down. 15 seconds left on the point. There's really nothing than just throwing their ults that they can hope for. Mei is walled off, getting helped out by Blastoise, as they have to throw their ults out. That's all that they have to do. Avery gets a pick off on the Bog. Bog gets a pick off on the Blob. And all that they can really hope to do is that popping their ults can help them out, but Blizzard's such a good ult in these last few seconds of the fight, and that is going to be as far... Oh yeah, that is going to be as far with the formalities coming down right now. That's going to be as far as Electric Warrior is going to be able to push it. Now switching off onto the side of Turbulence. Let's see how they're going to be able to take on this challenge. Now, like I said, the first part of the map and the second part of the map, they're the easiest map. They're the easiest parts of this map. The third part of this map is the hardest part. So it's not out of the question that this could be held by Electric Warriors. It's just a question of waiting and seeing how well they act in these first few parts of the map. Now, people in chat really love Mori. But I already know who exactly my MVP is. Are we doing a MVP? Sweet. Yeah, so you guys can work. You guys can pick your MVP right now if you want, or you guys can wait till the end of it. I would seriously recommend waiting till the end. Although it seems like some of you guys are hardcore Mori lovers, so I don't think a Pog play by Skarm or Yo-Yo is gonna change your mind at all. But you know, just sit back and let's see what happens. On the side of defense, we're not seeing that much of a change. We're just seeing Yo-Yo. Actually, yeah, not Yo-Yo. Blastoise on Orisa, Bogley on. Is Lost playing Torbjorn? No, it has to be me. Yeah, there we go. Not the double snipers that I would really wish for, but just a single sniper is good enough in my eyes. I will admit Mei is really good, and you sort of have to play Mei whenever she's not banned, which I have, as a Mei main, I love and I hate. I sort of want to be the only one playing Mei. I cannot lie. A great force off by Electric Warriors, forcing Turbulence forcing Electric Warriors off the high ground. That's really what you're looking for. The high ground is so good, and now Turbulence is gonna be taking it for themselves. Hey, yeah, if you guys didn't want the high ground, we can take it for you guys. You know, nothing too big about it. Yo-Yo's gonna be falling down onto the off of high ground right there, prompting the rest of the team to fall down as well. Yo-Yo falling super low, but will not be dying today. Lamp coming out as this first fight falls into fruition. Great play. That really right there. Just textbook plays, you know, focus down one person at a time, go in for a few picks, hope that you're not hope, but you know, keep that team coordination there. And Turbulence has a great time. I think it was faster than 5 minutes on the clock. That was significantly faster than what Electric Warriors could do. Yeah, much faster than Electric Warriors could do right there, as Turbulence is doing a great job pushing this point right now. Next fight is coming in right now. Mori, Lost, Bog are all going to be getting off points onto Turbulence. That was actually a really fast fight. Great plays. I think Skarm was definitely the leader. Skarm's all coming in there at a perfect moment. The team knowing exactly the placement about where they should be, dropping down, all just being ready for that one fight, really led them in. I don't think Turbulence was ready for that fast of a fight right there. I think Turbulence is really looking for these slow, drawn-out fights to be able to get just a little bit of advantage right there. Coming in with the, oh wow, great ult off by Avery right there. Getting not just triple F, but the positional advantage I think is really gonna help them out. We are gonna be seeing some losers come in, some tactical losers come in. So really the fireworks are just coming out right now, hoping to get a few people out. But we are definitely seeing a not superior play, but in an advantage style that I think fits towards Turbulence a lot better than it does, you know, Electric Warrior right now. As that fight came into completion, Electric Warrior does not have the ult advantage. They have lost, but with Yo-Yo and Frenok having, oh, and a great placement on Bob. He's on the high ground with the shield with the shield by Sigma, really gives him a lot of advantage. Frenok's gonna be able to get Blastoise off there. not in the lamp at all, and it's really looking bad. 3 minutes, and they are completely destroying the time that Electric Warrior could even have fathomed to have gotten. Already second point. They have, I think, gonna have 5 minutes. No, they're just gonna have 4 minutes 30 seconds to push the point 42 meters. It's absolutely insane. Getting ready to start the push-off right now. Not playing as aggressive as they usually do, or as they've shown. They're just waiting for Lost right now to come back. They're waiting for Lost to come and start carrying them. Well, not carrying them, sorry, Blob to come back and start showing them how it's done. Blob getting triple out there. Sorry, but your triple is not going to be helping you out right now as this rest of the fight comes into completion. That is going to be the second match won by Turbulence. Great job. That's the second match of the series. And now it's not really looking too good, right? In the first half, it was looking really good for, well, if we count, I'm not going to count before the restart, right? This first part of the series was looking extraordinarily good for Electric Warriors. But as you see, Turbulence, I feel that they have that more aggressive consistency, or they just want to play aggressive more. And from what I've seen, and from what I think a lot of pro teams do, is that this aggressive playstyle really works out a lot more of the time than a submissive, laying off, sort of more on the brakes than the acceleration, which I feel doesn't work out in the long run, right? You might win a few games because you're able to control, I feel, the momentum of the fight by playing a little bit more defensively. But if you're always on that acceleration, right, and you can get in the back line, I feel like holding on the brakes just doesn't work a lot of times, and just playing overly aggressive. We're not overly aggressive, but playing more aggressive lends yourself to, I feel, more positions, and the more positions that you have, the more opportunities that you have to get a really nice pick or a really nice pull or halt or anything. And if you play defensively, you're really only, you're not the one controlling the fight. You're not the one controlling what's happening in the map right now. The team that's playing aggressively is controlling a lot more of what's happening right now. As we are going to be going on to Route 66, we are going to be playing all 4 maps. So it doesn't matter if the only thing that will change the outcome of the maps is if we do see 2 maps won by Electric Warrior, then we will be seeing a third for a tiebreaker. But if that doesn't happen, then we will only be playing 4 maps. It doesn't matter if Turbulence wins this. It doesn't matter if it's a 4-0, 3-1. This will be at most 5, at the very least 4. So we are going to be seeing Electric Warriors on, yes, we will be seeing Electric Warriors on attack, and we will be seeing Turbulence on defense right now, I believe.
Ready for battle.
Yes. I don't really have any map picks for this, or I don't really see Route 66 enough to, in this meta at least, to say what I think the teams will pick. Normally, I'd say I want a Bastion, but it really doesn't seem like my long-lived dreams of having a Bastion are ever going to come to completion ever again. Sadly, feels bad, man. There will never be enough Bastion to satisfy my hunger. Never enough Bastion, never enough Torbjorn. We might, nope. Sadly, there will be no cinnamon swirl today. But what can you really expect? Avery playing. Just hoping to get a few of those scouts out right there. No double sniper right now. I guess it is double sniper if you call Ana a sniper, but very rarely do you ever see an Ana play overly aggressive. We are seeing Lost peeking out on both sides. Really great start on right there. Knows exactly where Avery is and wherever he goes right now. Avery pops out. I'd honestly say just keep your eye on Lost right now. Keep your eye on Lost and Blastoise is what I would say. Lost and Blastoise, I'd say are the two people that they need to be looking out for right now. Lost in the high ground in the back doing a lot of damage, but Blob is going to be saying, nope, I'm sorry, no matter how much damage you do, I'm going to get a pick off. I'm going to get 2 picks for every 1 person that you pick off, Lost, and that so far has been tried and true right now. Blob, I feel, is having a little bit of a better time right now than Lost is. Lost has to be confined into this little gas station right now. Just flinging out a few airs, hoping to hit someone on their way out. A nice little tug of war battle right now. We are going to be seeing a Nano Blade come in. The lamp is also there, but I don't think that really matters as only takes a few swings to take it down. More get a pick off on the Frenak and Esol as the rest of this fight comes into completion. Lost gets another pick off onto Yugi, and that is going to be the first point done. A great play. Absolutely amazing plays. Mori just sinks his fangs into the enemy team right there, and Avery has to commit suicide in order to not feed the enemy team any ults right there. Great play from both sides, but I'm sorry, that Nano Blade was so good. There might be something to all this Mori spam I see in the chat. Yo coming up with the halt doesn't get anyone. I'd still say keep your eyes on Lost right now. Great placement of the dragon, but it's not going to get anyone. The Coalescence and the lamp come out there at a perfectly reasonable time. Tripla bringing back Blastoise. I'm sorry, but you can't take on the Pokemon League without your main starter up on the line. You need to use that revive, max revive, you know, ethers, whatever you possibly can use right there, as we are going to be seeing, I think, yeah, Electric Warriors be not steamrolling, but doing some really nice pushes off onto some really good pushes off on onto Turbulence right now, as they're pushing at a great speed. You know, it's not too fast. It's not steamroll, but it's definitely nearing towards the side of being a little bit better for Electric Warrior at this moment. Oh, Mori tried to go in for the slice right there, hoping to get some anything. Like, I think he was hoping. Nope, there wasn't a nano, so maybe he was hoping to get a normal dragon out there, maybe just do some damage right there. Just got completely wrecked right there. Sadly, we are going to be seeing a halt to their great push. You know, you really only push so far. You know, whether it's the end of the point or to the end of your lives, but that is what we saw right here. Are gonna be seeing Lost try to get a few picks off right now. Getting picked off right there. Ragnarok not really knowing where to go. We are gonna be seeing the Nano Blade come out, and Dr. Nuke comes out as well. Gets 2 people out, Mori and Tripla out. That was just such a nice nuke coming in right there. Avery being able to get the main troublemakers out of the fight right from the get-go, allowing Bog to get taken out, allowing Blastoise to get taken out, and now they're looking at Ana right now, hoping to take out, do whatever damage they possibly can, and that is going to be this next fight done. Great plays from both sides, but a little bit greater play on the side of Electric. It's not Electric, Turbulence right there. Now at this next part of this fight, take a look at Lost, separated from the rest of his team, but he's doing it on purpose, hoping to get an angle off onto anyone he really can. Dragon's coming in. Hulk coming in as well, but nothing's gonna happen. Great responsive ult by Frenak, going into Transcendence right there at the perfect moment. Was that just a reverse ult that Mori just pulled off right there? It doesn't matter. Isol's gonna be pulling it down right there. Taken out by Mori, as Lost is going to be taken down as well, but heroes never die anyways. Lost is going to be getting rezzed, and the fight is going to be continued right now. Mori hoping to do some damage with the blade. Dragons coming in, Nano going out. We're really just swinging his bat, hoping to open up some pinatas right there, just not finding any pinatas. No candy right there, as the rest of the team is going to be doing the work that he was. Not that's a bad thing, but no candy for Mori right now. as this next part, as now that they got into the third point. Okay, none of them running Pharah. I totally thought they were one of them was running Pharah right now, but no, as there are a few players, a few heroes become completely unviable in this third point. A lot of the map is open, and now we transition into a very closed part of the map, which makes it a lot harder to play in. Lost, gonna get a Discord off on him, but he also does have Dragon, so watch out. Can't nerf Avery. Comes in with the 3 kills right there, because I really want an aggressive playstyle. There it is. Turbulence. Oh, they never spawn. Always getting ready to play that aggressive playstyle. Avery, I feel, has had a few too many good nukes to say that they were by accident. These are planned, calculated nukes. You know, a lot of that, every single self-destruct that I've seen Avery pull off has been of immense value right now. Now watch Avery this time, okay? He doesn't have a self-destruct, but watch him as how he uses his matrix in order to help him and his team sort of skirt out of danger right now. Sleeping on the job right now, but that really doesn't matter. Dragon's gonna come out, popping off, but the lampshade is going to protect. The lampshade protects the lampshade, provides Blob getting a high noon pick off right there. Really, you can't expect anything too much to come out of this other than just a fireworks and a struggle fight right now. A closed, condensed area like this leads to extremely heated team battles that are hard to follow in every sense of the way. Both teams are sort of having, well, not both teams, but we do see Electric Warriors having a little bit of trouble pulling up, and I think this is what we saw happen in Hollywood as well. As soon as they come to a choke that Turbulence can play aggressive on, and that they can really abuse, that's in a closed area, then we just see Turbulence become a way better style. You know, they're able to play their games a lot more calculated than they would be in an open area. There's no lamp this time. Lamp comes out last second, hoping to save whoever they possibly can. Mori comes out with the Nano Blade, and you cannot kill. Nothing can outkill the Nano Blade. That's 3 picks off from Mori. Continuing the rat right now with the melee coming up on the Yui right there. Overtime ticking down. All that they really need to do is contest. Every ult was popped, and I think Avery really does have a chance to get a really nice self-destruct off right now. Both teams are sort of breathing for an ult right now. But Avery has his, right? Blob has High Noon. High Noon coming in right now. Shield coming out. Avery coming in with that tactical nuke. 4 players! Absolutely insane. Great usage of both the ults at the same time. Avery and Blob. Great teamwork right there. As it was a very far push. That was extremely good push. 69.75 meters is right next to the end. If those 2 ults didn't go off that way, I thought that would definitely have been a 3rd point. But now Turbulence is in the running for winning this if they can push it 69.76 meters along and show that they can. I think it's semi-possible too. We've seen how Turbulence has acted, how they played, right? I feel like they're have a better advantage when it comes to a closed area. In an open area, I feel like there are more angles of attack that Turbulence has a little bit of trouble dealing with. But when it comes to the closed areas, when it comes to, well, there's a choke that we can hold, and you really can't come at it any other way than just this single one way. I feel Turbulence comes out on top every single time. We saw it last map. And I think we're going to see a repeat of last map onto this map. But only time can tell. We might see a complete full hold by Electric Warriors on this first point. It's all in the cards.
Stop the payload.
As this first fight comes out, Hulk comes out pulls them off high ground. Only Orisa off high ground. She's gonna have a hard time getting back on. And Ana off high ground as well, following suit to protect the Orisa. Great play. A lot of time was wasted from Blastoise and trying to get back on. And now the positioning is sort of off kilter. Great Sigma fight on the back end as well. We do see Mori coming in, trying to just do whatever he can to get some ult charge. 76% already. Mori's doing a great job with the ult charge. Torb is doing a great placement from that turret, but sadly the other team was able to notice it. Ragnarok took it out in perfect order right there, forcing Electric Warriors to get off the high ground, sacrificing a very, very big advantage, start kicking Torb in their butt and pushing them back to spawn. It's definitely a breath of fresh air to see. You know, Electric Warriors play a little bit more aggressive than they normally have been. I don't think they lost anyone in that fight either. Yep, perfect. I think this is definitely the time that they need to spend setting back up. Lost hasn't set down another turret anywhere, so up there, right around the point. I was getting a little bit worried about where he was to set that down. Changing it up a little bit, going for that a little bit higher ground right now. Lost is 55% to ult. Blastoise is already close to Bongos. Lost takes out Fennec right there. There's already one support down. Tripla is gonna bring back Lost. Ooh, that was definitely a very risky situation on the side of Electric Warrior right there. Sigma eating up some bullets like they were sandwiches. Also other Sigma, Fog, going for a great classical music sonata right there. Really doing a great job pushing this back. Turbulence is having a lot of trouble catching this point. I think this might be what I was talking about, like Turbulence maybe is having a little bit of a trouble directing the flow of the fight when it's in an open area. Or they might just be having a hard time dealing with Lost and his Torb, although I do not think that is the problem. We do see Turbulence coming out with all 6 ults, so they have a huge ult advantage. That might have been a dry push in the last one. Going with the halt, and then the Sigma ult. One pick. That's Mori almost down. They were only able to get Ana out in that fight, but Ana is better than nothing right there. Lost is going to try bringing out, you know, just anything he possibly can. They only popped 2 ults for that first. One pick isn't the best, but you have to work with what you can get. Now we see Electric Warriors force off high ground. Yo-Yo Avery able to get 2 picks, 3 picks coming off from Fennec. The fight is coming to completion right now, and we are seeing Turbulence using that ult advantage to their advantage, getting the point. 40 seconds now. Now they have 30 minutes. Now they have 3 minutes to get the point to second point. I think this might be a little bit easier for them now, or it could be a little bit harder now that there are a few more flank points that can be abused. Though I don't think flank points are going to be used that often. Maybe only by Mori. But then again, Mori is probably the biggest threat that they have to deal with right now. As Lost, I feel, is Torb. You know, I don't think is the best choice right now for this type of, you know, for this type of game. I think Torb might have outlived his usefulness. I honestly, and this is not me memeing. I think I would have preferred Bastion in this situation. But then again, I'm just a lonely caster. These are big brain GM players. Everybody, watch out, watch your butts. Blob, we have to get a pick off on this first fight. The rest of the fight is coming to completion right now. It's definitely a tug of war fight, but it doesn't matter what fight it is. In Overwatch, these fights do not last too long. This is no longer GOATS, everybody. I'm sorry to say, but fights will no longer last 23,000 years. As Turbulence does a great job pushing this out. Seems like the Mori, seems like Lost weren't as big as a problem as they were on the first point coming up. Able to get the second point in around 2 minutes. So giving them 3 minutes to push to, you know, the 69 meter mark. Nice. Going up and pushing to around the 69 meter mark and hoping to win this and win them the series. There's probably a lot of sweat going on the side of, you know, Turbulence right now. They're probably hoping to just end this as soon as possible. Maybe relax for the last game. But I think all maps in the series do matter. I think it does matter for a point total. Blizzard comes out, Lost gets 3, picks off right there. Huge play for Electric Warrior, but even bigger play for Turbulence. They're going to be able to get uh, the same, if not some more picks off right there. Playing their aggressive playstyle to the max right there, allowing for Blasters to fall down. We do see Triple come in, try to get the res off right there, but that was obviously the wrong choice. Huge misclaimer right there. Not being able to take that to the full level gives Torbjorn a huge advantage right here. You don't have your Mercy. Your Mercy's walking back right now, but Torbjorn's opting to play a little bit less aggro than they normally do. Lost coming up on the high ground, hoping to do something. Nanoblade comes in. Doesn't matter what you have to get in Lamp, but Lamp's not going to last for too long. His friend's going to fall down. Avery's going to take out Moira, and now it's looking a little bit cleaner for Turbulence. Turbulence really has to put all of their work in right now. Blaster's falling down. Looking to get Bog right now. Bog cannot eat any more bullets. His loss is in their sights right now. Everyone is looking to get picked off. Blob doing an absolutely great job with the Gunslinger right there, as that is going to be the third map on the series for Turbulence. That leaves the win for Turbulence. Good games, everybody, but hold on to your seats. We still have one more left for we do have to play the series to completion.
Play of the game.
Sit back and relax and watch Mori get a really nice play of the game right here. I think Avery and Blob's play saving it at that last second was a little bit better than I think that would be my MVP play right there. My MVPs are I'm definitely stuck between Avery and Blob in my choice right now, simply because of that amazing play coming out from Diva. Great, amazing plays coming out from Diva and McCree. I think that play highlighted what teamwork really needs to be about right now. You know, when you expect teamwork, you expect something like that to come out. As we do have a maybe we won't be playing a board game, or did we, up there we go. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, so we're just following how Owl does it. You know, not much that we just want to get everything done the right way. So we're just playing it how the pros do it. I'm not really expecting anything different. I think has to be 2 CP, unless I'm wrong. Avery decides that they will get defense. Yes. Great play right there. Ready whenever. Defense. They're just ready. They're just ready for this. But then again, I think that they're just a little tired. Just want to get these games out of the way. Both teams have showed great sportsmanships. They put on some great games right now, and they're just going to continue it off with the last and right deserved banger game. We're just waiting. Temple of Anubis, 2 CP. I think this is yeah. I think this was the first map ever made for Overwatch. So going back to the roots right now, it would be so fun if a lot of the more DLC characters were banned. Like you just had to go back for like the
Now entering
OGs.
the Temple of
That was would be
Anubis.
fun. Maybe back to the beta where Bastion is shield.
Initiating match.
Yeah, overall Overwatch used to be absolutely insane. It was sort of stupid. But yeah. Normally I think this is a map that you would definitely see Sombra in. But sadly there is no Sombra. So what can you do about it right now? Not much really to say. Sort of expecting a Pharah.
Ready for
Genji
battle.
again, Lost is going to be on Hanzo right there. You know, with the band picks, there's
30
I
seconds.
think players are edging towards having more hero pools, but picking what they're more comfortable with a lot of times. It's no longer that if you play goats or if you play, May or something else that you're gonna win. I think it's definitely coming down to as long as your comfortable hero isn't banned, then just play what you're comfortable with. I think the team meshing definitely comes in second hand. There aren't any maybe there's only really one really good character at a time, right? But it's not like every single you have to play this because it is the you have to play XYZ characters because it's the best, right? You don't because a lot of the characters are banned, so some synergies is there, some synergy isn't. As the first fight comes, it starts at least, it ends as fast as it started with Blob getting 2 picks, and I think Yu-Yo got a pick off on the side as well. Actually, no, Isol. Yeah, Isol got a pick off right there. We are gonna be seeing more of a jaded defense. I'm used to seeing double shield on the side of defense, but that's not all. We're gonna be seeing Avery and Yu-Yo playing extremely aggressive. Great plays by Turbulence. Oh my gosh. I just don't think that Electric Warriors is having such a fun time right now. Having extremely difficult time. Already on the 2 minute mark or 3 minute mark right now. Have not even touched the point. Alt advantage goes to Turbulence as well. Mori is close to alt. Ana is close to alt as well. I think that's their only hope. But I think if Mori ults, then Essel's gonna ult and he's gonna go in there in the backline and try to take out Ana before she can ult. Blob's to take out Triple O right there. Sorry, but you can't help. You cannot help kids notate music nowadays, Triple O. I'm sorry. Great plays by Turbulence going in there playing extremely aggressive. This is what you love to see. This is what you want to see when you're playing defense. Offense, defense, doesn't matter. Aggressive plays are the way to go as long as you control the battlefield, right? As long as you control the tempo and the flow of the game, then it really doesn't matter. What matters is how your team chooses to control tempo. Both sides coming off with some nano blades right there. Mori getting 2 picks. Avery getting 2 kills even on Nomori right there. Iso's trying to find some pinatas to hit right now, but sadly, no one's going to come into his line of sight. Already on the minute 30 mark and still not a single tick on the point. Now they're getting on the point. 4 players as Turbulence is grouping up. They're not giving us up yet. They're getting ready to come in for the next time. Blob gets slept, but goes into the Meteor Fist right now. Probably they call it the Meteor Mash. Looks like the Monster Mash right now, but all you can really hope for is that Turbulence, we have a nice little game right, and we're a nice little fight right here. Essel, Skarm coming up doing some great plays right now. The fight's coming in, and ending really great play. What you saw there was Turbulence, they didn't have enough players to hold that first half of the fight. They backed up, they regrouped. Team play is definitely how you have to play this game, right? When they noticed that they couldn't support, playing their aggressive playstyle, they backed off for a few seconds, right? So, okay, we can't do this. We need to take a quick, backpedal real quick, and then they just went in there, right? They waited for their entire team to group up, and then they went in there. Yu-Yo getting a pick off on the lost right now. Coming into this next fight, I think the last fight that Electric Warriors can really go with right now. You see Nano Blues Blob try to do whatever he possibly can. Nuke comes in, only gets Frenok, which I really feel doesn't help the flow of either side to really. It's just a pick, really. I feel Blob's gonna even out the side a little faster than one would actually think that he could actually do. Overtime's ticking in. No one on the side of Electric Warriors there. And that is going to be first point. 73.5%. That's a very good way to hold the first point. 73.5. Normally in 2CP you see, 2 captures, 2 captures, 2 captures, and it just goes over and over again for the longest time span. But this is going perfectly. I feel Blop has definitely been one of the more consistent DPSs. I think as soon as Turbulence realized that Mori was the only way that Electric Warriors could do, really fast flash damage, you know, then they started focusing, figuring out how, okay, we can't go against Mori head on head. So how do we play so we're not facing Mori head on head? Let's face his team instead. We'll have Mori in the back line. We'll sacrifice one or two players and we'll pick up the slack and we'll get like three players instead. And I think that's worked out for them perfectly. You
Attackers
know,
incoming in 30 seconds.
Mori isn't able to control the field as much as he was in the first map and the second map. As much as saw Mori could pull the tides of a fight. Mori popped Nano Blade. You really can't heal through Nano Blade, and didn't matter that Zen transcended. It just was never going to help. Nothing was ever going to help with that. Mori now switching off onto the Doomfist. Ooh, I think it's the first time not playing Genji. Right now we are. Ooh, we're seeing the Bastion and the Symmetra right now. Let's see how this goes. Really hoping for a. They hoping she teleport onto high ground and take it? No. No. Okay, that was not gonna work out. I think they're gonna go for it again. Oh my god, they're gonna go for it again. They refuse. They refuse to give up their amazing plan. They need to get Fog out. Fog cannot be on the high ground if they hope to do this. Yep, and they've given up. At least on that plan, they're hoping to instead teleport onto point, straight onto point with the Bastion. This is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be really hard. Walling off Lost right there, pulling him down. Now the real fight's coming in. Lamp was protecting our man Blob for the longest time. Coming in, great plays. Honestly, I have to applaud the Bastion, even though it didn't really work out. But what can you expect, right? And now there's getting stuff. I'd say great try, but there's no way that they can try that again. And as we see Blob switch off, an Easel not, which is a interesting choice. I wonder if they're planning on doing the same teleport, tell you to straight on to point instead of having Blob play. Oh no, Blob's switching off from McCree onto Doomfist, maybe hoping to contest Lost or maybe Triple or Bog. Going on the right side this time. Wait, I'm waiting to see where he's gonna put down. I'll tell you. Look at Lost on the high ground, just dishing out damage. Does not care. No picks have happened so far. No one's been killed in this fight other than Blob at this point. As the rest of the fight comes into completion, we are going to be seeing ult off onto both sides right now. Oh, look how low both those tanks are. Both tanks, Blastoise and Mori and everyone on the side of Electric Warriors fell extremely low right there. No completion on those kills. Feels bad, man. JPEG as the fight is taking a turn to the slower side. I feel these slower paced fights definitely tend to go towards Electric Warriors a lot more than they do tend to go towards Turbulence, and that is showing very readily in the kill list as Avery falls down. Lost is doing a great job playing a sniper right now. We're seeing great play from Triple right there, taking out Skarm and Yui. That's gonna be on the 1 minute mark, not even a tick right now. If anything's the moment, this is the moment for. This is definitely the moment that they need to choose to contest this. This is the moment that Electric Warriors can hold on to their only win for this series. This is their only chance to not go 4-0 stomped. But let's see how this works out for them. Great sight arrow by Lost right now. Avery does have, I like to call his little piano sonata right there. Playing it right there. Mori's gonna get 2 picks, 3 picks actually as the fight finishes off. 20 seconds. It really doesn't seem like Turbulence can do anything to, not get stomped in this last match. Bombs to come out. I feel a little bit early, but now I think they should play aggressive just to stop it for the last second. Triple gonna get taken out, and this is not gonna work out for them as we do see Electric Warriors win their first map and last map of the series. 3 on the side of Turbulence, 1 on the side of Electric Warriors. Great plays by both teams. Every map was extremely fun to watch. Ooh, that was a great play by Mori. It's not like I was looking at it a little bit further. I did not see that Mori was doing so much head-on damage. Great play by Mori. Great play by everybody. As now we gotta look at who the MVP is. I know who I'm giving my MVP vote to. But then again, yes. Yes. Who else could I expect than Mori on the side of Electric Warriors to be chosen as the MVP? As all of Mori fanboys seems to be in chat right now. I think Mori won MVP. Okay, cool. Mori, welcome.
Hi. How's it
Great
going?
game. Yeah, great game. Yeah, I love to watch. I love to see your damage. It seems like you have a lot of fanboys in the chat.
Oh, that's actually really nice. It it's nice to get noticed. I won't lie.
Yeah, a great plays from you and your team. I absolutely loved watching you guys. Even though Turbulence did come out on top, I think you did give Turbulence a huge run for their money on every single map.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions real quick. So what was so I you are the main DPS. You definitely I felt dealt some of the most damage. What's going through your head when you get Nano Blade or you get a huge area of effect where you're doing a lot of damage as Doomfist? What's going through your head?
Uh, like in regards to when I try to engage it, or when it happens, or like after it happens.
Oh, when you try to engage it.
Okay, when I try to engage it, I look for. I have to do a lot of cooldown tracking, and I have to do a lot of communication with my team. Because especially when I'm on Genji into their comp, their meta comp, they counter it pretty heavily. So a lot of it relies on like my Orisa and my Ana and my Mercy, and especially on our Diva when we have it, because she lets me get in there, and um like she lets me get out pretty much most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it isn't actually on me. I'm just the one that has the mechanics to do it. A lot of it is on my team.
Okay. So who do you prioritize with your targeting, or is it just who's
Oh,
ever there?
okay. It's probably Kree, Zen, and Bap are the first ones that I'll go for, and Lamp if it's there,
Okay.
because it's harder for them to peel for each other. Kree is usually the first one, and I have to make sure I have Deflect up. If I don't have Deflect, I can't. But Kree's the first one because he's the one that's going to shut me out the most as long as Lamp is gone. So it's Kree.
Okay. So you guys, how did you guys come back so hard? Because that was an amazing full holding Torbjorn on that last map. What were you guys like? Was you like a pep talk that happened after those 3 games? Like, I know we lost the series, but let's see if we can get like one last map in.
Yeah, I think we were all prepared to leave, but we ended up sort of hyping each other up and saying, we lost, but we can still play the match, and we can focus on having fun this time, and playing like together. And I guess that's just what we did. We didn't do too great on attack. I feel like we were all sort of tired, but on defense we just kind of got into the zone, like we were on the other maps. So
Okay. Does your team have like mm, how does your team work around the bands now that they're live? Like, how do you guys determine what your team's gonna be when the bands come out?
well, usually the first we theory craft when we hear about what the bands are gonna be. Um, and usually we'll try to execute the theories that we have about certain comps in our first couple of scrims. And once we find something that works, we'll try to scrim on that and throw in, every couple of maps we'll do a different kind of comp. We do a lot of experimenting in scrims, and because we scrim a lot, it gives us a lot of time to prepare for matches.
Okay. I don't have any questions left for you. Shape, do you have any questions for Maury? Yeah.
Good.
Well, if you want to shout out anyone, shout out yourself. Now's the time.
Uh, yeah, sure. So I occasionally stream on Twitch, OW_Mori, and uh, my Twitter is _Mori OW. That's pretty much it. I make content on YouTube too, but it's not often enough for me to promote really. Yeah, just my Twitter. Sweet,
Awesome.
thank you. Mhm. Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, everyone, thank you for coming and watching a production done by Revolution Esports. You can come check out my Twitter. It's Bite May because I'm a filthy May main. I do believe that we have a game right after this in I think 30 minutes. It's going to be Six Guns versus So Sick Esports. So come and watch that. Yeah, So thank you guys for watching. Let's take this 30 minutes, take a bathroom break, get some snacks, make some popcorn, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes.